Alrighty, so might be the first time I'm broadcasting on Twitch, but I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna see how this goes. So welcome everybody to URA round number 3 at Mexico City. It's what the race will be called in 2020. So that's what I'm gonna call it here today. To try to get used to it on F1 2019 or F1 2020 when that comes out, because everyone will have to try to get used to that. So let's try to call it Mexico City for now, or Mexico, but I'm going to call it Mexico City for today. And yeah. Either way, we have previous winners and very good drivers in the league. I don't know many of the drivers considering I just came back to the league, but people like Phoenix Legend, Callum, Blaze, Dr. Chemistry, Irish, Iron X, 80, V2 Combat are all some of the people you want to watch out for. So, yeah, those are the contenders for today's race for sure. Nobody in a Toro Rosso. Got two. Actually, Finn is another driver you want to watch out for. Finn's pretty fast. Okay, so I'm trying to figure out how to send the link for the URA stream here. Because I don't know how to send the URA broadcast link for Twitch. I don't know how to do that. So if I can figure out how to do that, yeah, that should work. Excuse me. So yeah, I'm just gonna figure out how to do this because this is my first time, doing Twitch. So yeah, if anybody is watching, hopefully, you see other people. So this is good this season considering how many people we've had in the first two races. 17 people, very impressive right now because a lot of people always was like, oh, well, URA is not good anymore. You're right. Well, a lot of problems were happening, and now it's growing back up, and I'm glad to see that because you don't want to see your league fall down at all. And I mean, that's not nothing you want to see. You don't want to see a league fall down. You don't want to see a league, have its bad moments. I mean, every league's going to have its bad moments, but when it's like really, really bad moments, that's something you don't want to see. So either way, great to see as many drivers as we have today here at Mexico City. So I'm glad to see as many people as we have today. And it is good that is happening today. Okay, so I'm looking how much far behind stream is. Hello, JTS Chase. I'm just looking at chat stuff off my other account that I have. Everyone currently reading up. We got 6 people watching. I'd like to thank the people who let me do this today and let Maiden race today because I mean, I watched Maiden broadcast before. And, you know, people have opinions. People are going to criticize. You know, Maiden's a decent commentator. But, you know, I mean, everybody always needs work in their places. But Maiden, he's new to that. So he needs some work or whatever anyways. And it's okay. It's okay to say that, you know. But either way, Maiden, I love seeing him drive. And I love to see him what he loves to do. So let's get it on as screen freeze. Okay, that's beautiful. Hello, Iron X. Good to see you. I was talking to you earlier in the week. So yeah, I'm not necessarily sure if the 2-stop or the 1-stop is better, but we'll find out. I have yet to see that because I didn't go to race strategy. Hello, Phoenix. I'm glad to see you in here. Hopefully you'll bring us some action. Oh no, it is raining in qualifying. This is definitely not going to be good for Mexico City. As we see, some of the drivers still loading in. Not sure what's going on, but it is raining. Now this is the first time I've got to stream in this league, so that is good. I've got to commentate in this league before in the TOC with Nightfire. That was good. We had great racing then. Singapore was good race. Brazil, I believe it was a good race. As we already have a car going out, a Ferrari. Not sure which Merc that is. That is Pinedale Jamie going out onto the track. That number 64 car for Mercedes. A lot of drivers' names I definitely noticed here for sure. That was in URA before. Has been in URA since season 1. As a very unsafe entry from the McLaren of who was that? I don't know. That might have been Blaze or Silent. It was Blaze. As there's Pinedale Jamie around in the kind of, I guess you could say, chicane / S's in turn 2. Irish Gamer, I believe, has a quali ban. I don't know if he does, but usually wouldn't see someone retiring you know, right away like that. So yeah, traffic's gonna be a big thing. A tow, like you saw back in Italy in real life, as Phoenix Legend letting people go. A tow is something you want to see happen. Because a great tow, or a great place to tow, a great place to get a tow, would be on the front straightaway or coming in that second gear zone. As that could have been nasty right there. That could have been very bad. So yeah, the Jocko on his outlap for Red Bull. As there is, Maiden Rocks has retired from the session. It is rare. Is that we're gonna find where it is from Vivid. I'm sure it's in the S's section. Yeah, it is somewhere around there. I can tell you that it is. Yup, he's in the wall right there on the exit of the S's heading into the. So bad luck for Maiden. Maiden's already out of this qualifying session. You don't really like to see anyone out of the qualifying session this early. You'd at least like to see him make a lap. And then if they retire, you'd like to see him retire after the lap. Because, you know, definitely not good. As sliding is Finn, yeah, that could be invalid because he kind of cut the corner. Yellow flag again. Not sure what for. Probably just slower cars. We're going to watch Phoenix Legend. Kind of a hard type of lap. Or not hard, but like a weird type of lap, I guess you could say. With the inters, definitely weird, because you don't necessarily seem to go this slow around the racetrack. As Phoenix has got a bunch of cars in front of him. Blaze, or not Blaze, 80 is one of them. No, wait, who is it? Yeah, it is 80. I'm right. Yeah, it is 80. 80, his teammate from Williams in season 1 of this league. Somehow I remember that. Finn is right in front of him. Finn's gonna have to get out of the way. Finn does get out of the way respectfully. Now, I'm not sure if that's invalid right here, because look at that. He goes wide. That is an invalidated lap time. So, we're going to see who gets the first lap time, as LP Smoke gets the first lap time with a 1:27.9. Log Death goes behind. Callum McKeon goes first ahead of them. V2 Combat, one of the only drivers in the pits, but he's coming out now. JTS Chase in the Toro Rosso entering the final sector. Wow, Blaze Exposure goes 2 seconds faster, but now it's 1.1 due to the fact that Jocko has set a faster time than his teammate Callum McKeon. And I'm sorry if I mispronounce names. That is definitely my fault. For sure. Vivid goes 6th. JTS Chase goes 2nd. 9/10 off for JTS. Blaze Exposure 125.9. I don't know if we're going to see anyone reach a 124 session, but maybe mid 125s we may see. We'll just see what will happen. But Irish Gamer going to have to start at the back. Mania's going to have to start at the back due to them retiring already. Iron X coming out of the final corner. Let's see what he can do. Iron X goes 4th ahead of Callum. I don't know who else is on a lap, but 80 heading into the final sector. 106.2 so far. 8 drivers have set in a time currently. He's got his teammate Phoenix Legend up ahead of him. I've never seen 10 people watching a stream of mine. I'll be honest. It's pretty cool. So yeah, and it goes back to 8, of course. Either way, 80 coming off the final corner. His lap was invalid, but he would have had a 129.7 as Phoenix does go 2nd, 94 1/1000ths off by Phoenix Legend. As Silent or CRG sets in a time 2 seconds slower. As Pinedale Jamie has spun it around in the S section. One of the trickiest parts of the track. He's gonna have to be careful re-entering and make sure his tires are up to temperature and don't spin out, as that is close. Oh, yep, he's spun it, he's hit the wall, and he's got wing damage. That is definitely not good because he's gonna have to go pit one more time. He has to let cars go. He has to come to a complete stop. Let's see what V2, his teammate, can do. Either way, VB valid or invalid. What will his lap be? He goes to 3rd. And JTS Chase has got 5/10 behind now. V2 5/10 behind, by the way. So 11 drivers have set in a time. Phoenix Legend, is he trying to go to the pits or is he trying to go for more? He is trying to go for more. I just decided to get a screenshot. I just want to get some angles for URA. If they want to, actually, to be honest, if URA, the admins want to do a thumbnail, I got you. I'll do a thumbnail. That'll work. Because I've been working on thumbnails for my league, Haas Racing League. I've been working on thumbnails for that, for YouTube. So I might as well work on them for URA if they want me to. Up to them completely. But 80 goes 5th. Did not realize that. I can't go up for some reason. Okay. Beautiful. Finn on his outlap. Dr. Chemistry on his outlap. So 12 drivers have gotten a time. Only 15 will get in a time due to the fact that Irish and Maiden are out already. I'm not necessarily sure what drivers drive for what team besides Phoenix 80 and a few others. But besides that, I know the pain of not knowing the team. So either way, it's going to take me a little bit of a time. I'm glad to be streaming today for the first time on Twitch for me. As Finn has got it wrong, he spun, but Phoenix Legend with a 125.8. He goes to the top. Yeah, so Finn has got it wrong. The Ferrari of Dr. Chemistry goes to 7th place right there. A 127.2. Oh, 10th. Separating Blaze and Phoenix right there. So yeah, you just got to hit your marks here. You just can't really do much wrong, especially at a track like this. Because if you mess up this turn that CRG is going through, the kind of S's, the chicane, whatever you want to call it. If you mess up that, the S's, or the S's down in the second sector and the stadium section, you're gonna mess up your whole lap. As is Callum giving Jocko a tow here, or a slipstream, which is the same thing. I'm not necessarily sure, but he was just on his out lap. If you remember in URA, well, you might not remember, but in URA Season 2, Vanquisher did give me a tow, and he was my teammate at the time, so Callum did give Jocko a tow, so that is pretty smart by the Red Bull boys right there. Glad to see they're working together, very smart as a team. Not many teams really think about that at tracks other than Italy and a few other long straight line tracks. Either way, Finn JBS and Pinedale Jamie yet to set laps here. They have just started their laps. They're kind of near each other, but yeah, Pinedale Jamie's got to be very careful on the power as he spun it. He spun it right in front of Finn. He's got to back out of the way. That could have costed Finn, but he's going to go in front of Dr. Chemistry. He's got to be careful. There are cars coming. Vivid's coming. 80's coming. There's another car coming again. So he's really stuck here of where to go. CRG goes by. Finn, I don't know if he's backed out of it, but he's still going from what it looks like. He definitely had to be scared of what could have happened there, because a lot could have happened there with Finn. He could have got his front wing chopped off. Who knows? But Pinedale just messing up right here. I don't know what to say. He's letting other cars go now, I think. Yes, he is. It's a Toro Rosso of JTS Chase. Now, Blaze looks like to be on a better lap. Is this going to be pole position? It is pole position by 8/10. We are finally close to the 124s in this session. Wow. Teammates do work well. Phoenix 80 to give a tow to a Phoenix Legend. Not to mention, I think Jocko has gone ahead of some of the rest here because he got a tow. But Callum down in 12th place. Some guys down lower than what you expect. Finn obviously had to have an issue there, or had to back off, or ran out of fuel, because right here he is 14th right now. Callum very down low as Iron Axe goes to 7th. There's a lot of guys not really where they should be in the league or whatever, at least in places, because Callum 12. I'd expect Callum to be at least be in the top 10 or top 7. Maybe this is Callum's chance to get a better lap here. Callum coming off the final turn. Is it better? 12th to 8th. Good job for Callum. There's a Renault going wide, letting the McLaren of Blaze exposure go there. Blaze, I think he's coming in this time. I would. No, he's going for another lap. He is. He's staying out. A lot of people staying out on their tires. Let's see. Yeah, 4 laps for Silent there on what he had for his best lap. Yeah, a lot of people on their laps got a lot on their tires. There's a car coming out of the pit exit. Not sure who that is. But Vivid is coming in. I can't go ahead of Vivid because this game is pretty stupid. I will say, though, it is a decent game, though, for sure. But there are a lot of stuff that needs fixing, though, before F1 2020. That's for sure. A lot of guys have different opinions on the game. I have my opinion. You guys have your opinion. So, pretty simple. Not really sure if it's raining in the race. If anyone is in the lobby and was watching a stream, I would like to know, but up to you guys to release that information. Yeah, Finn's out of field. He's pitting this time. He's at least going to go for another lap. So, not necessarily sure where he'll be, but a Mercedes going out here. Pinedale Jamie yet to get a lap that is valid or without spinning out, because Pinedale Jamie has had a lot of trouble this session. Hate to see that, but heading into Sector 2, we'll see what happens. So yeah, we're gonna watch Pinedale Jamie. Whoa, ho, 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 wow. If there was a series called Lucky Escapes, that is one with Phoenix Legend, and that is one not spinning out. I mean, you could definitely call that a close call. I say Lucky Escapes for that one. That's definitely a good one. Pinedale Jamie, I'd say at least getting a lap so you're ahead of Irish, and not starting on the last row of the grid or in the last two positions. Pinedale Jamie, is he pitting? No, he's not. But he is going to at least get in a time. Not ahead of Finn, though, but he's at least going to get in a time. That is definitely good for him. Now it's crunch time. Who's going to go out when? And I say the right time to go out, considering the laps, is 1 minute 50. Or to be out in the pit lane. That's the best time. As 80 has got to let a driver go. Yes, he does. That is silent. Or CRG. I'm so used to commentators calling him silent. I don't know why. I usually call him CRG. That's why I'm calling him silent. I feel so weird doing that. Either way, the Ferraris are 9th and 10th. Let's take a recap of the teams where they are. Callum and Jocko are 4th and 8th. Iron Axe with Racing Point is 7th and 16th with Irish. V2 is 6th with Pinedale in 15th. Finn is 14th with himself only. Log Death in the Renault. Or no, this is at a that's not Renault. He is 13th. Vivid in a Haas. Teammates with Maiden 11th and 17th. 80 and Phoenix 2nd and 5th. JTS 3rd in a Toro Rosso, and McLaren's CRG and Blaze are 1st and 12th. So yeah, now is a time to get a lap, and if you don't get out now, you're going to be screwed, basically. I don't want to say the other word. So V2 possibly could get at least to the front row of the grid by how good he is currently looking. Has really no one in his way, but is this a valid lap? I'm not sure. We're going to find out. Alright, coming off the final corner. Might not be pulled, but is it at least front row? V2 goes to second, 4 tenths behind. Very good lap by V2 Combat. Phoenix on his out lap. Blaze on his out lap. So JTS starting his lap. Jocko, 2 tenths up. He's at least wanting to get to the second row of the grid from what it's looking like. Or at least gonna probably get to the second row of the grid. Only 2 retirements so far. One probably because of a quality ban, I'm thinking. I'm not really up to date on it. So either way, Jocko 5th to 4th. 1200s up there by Jocko. Iron Axe 36 1000s off in the first sector. Callum 2 tenths off there on his lap. Not any better. Chemistry hundreds up. He wants to get ahead of Iron Axe and Callum. He might get ahead of Callum. 80's completed his lap. Vivid's completed his lap. And so is Pinedale Jamie. Pinedale Jamie is going to be 15th on the grid. JTS Chase has retired. Chemistry goes from 9th to 7th ahead of Iron Axe barely. A 126.7. Phoenix Legend a 10th up in the first sector. V2 coming off the final corner. I'm not sure if it's going to stay where he's at or be valid, but that was invalid. Blaze Exposure. His lap is done. He's letting Phoenix Legend go. So either way, Phoenix Legend, really the only one that I could think of has a chance at pull, unless anyone pulls a shocker out of it. Or a big surprise. We saw in real life F1 this morning, or this afternoon for you people who are European, which, I mean, there's a lot of people who are in this league. We saw a cluster of cars, and nobody made it except for Carlos Sainz to the line. So hopefully we don't see that in this league, because, you know, I'll be honest, I was young rigged for a little while, but then again I stopped. I only yelled it twice, so yeah. Anyway, coming off the on corner for Phoenix Legend. Is it gonna be pole? It's gonna be close. Phoenix Legend only a 10th off of pole. Great lap by Phoenix. So it is Blaze Exposure and Phoenix Legend on the front row. It is V2 and Jocko in the second row, JTS and 80 in the third row, Chemistry and Iron Axe in the fourth row, Callum and CRG rounding out 9th and 10th. Irish is going to have to do a lot in this race. I'm not sure if it's raining, but we'll figure that out. At least in the race, I'm saying. If it is dry, I'm going to wonder what everyone's tires compounds will be, because that will be a very interesting choice from everyone else. Or everyone, I should say. Either way, Maiden, he's going to have to start at the back of the grid. He's 17th. He didn't have to on his lap. As, ooh. That'd be a good thumbnail picture. I would. Alrighty, I'm going to go grab a drink because I need a drink. I'm definitely going to need a lot of those this one. So, yeah, Blaze, Phoenix, V2, Jocko, JTS, 80, Chemistry, Iron Axe, Callum, CRG round out your top 10. Some notables, Vivid in 12th, Finn in 14th, Irish in 16th, and Maiden in 17th. I'm going to go grab a drink. I should be back very soon. As it is raining currently in this race, so that will be very big on tire choice if you go inters or wets, but I would go inters right now from what it looks like. You know, if you want to go for a gamble, go wets, but I'm not sure how much slower they are than the other tires. Either way, I'd like to find out that, but session starts in 25 seconds, so we'll take some time, figure out what's going on with all the drivers and what their expectations are. I'm sure Phoenix and Blaze, their expectations to get a win. Vivid to get points. People like Irish definitely get a podium or top 5. Definitely a good goal for those guys for sure. So yeah, it is raining, but I'm not sure if it's going to stop raining. It's not raining as hard as it was in qualifying. Actually, it kind of is. So yeah, everybody going inters here. So, I usually take the time before every league race to do this. I take the time before the start and I go over on the formation lap the incidents that have happened here in real life and in F1. Max Verstappen was penalized in 2016 for going wide in turn 1 and gaining an advantage. There were 3 podium guys technically that day. Giovinazzi, right where Blaze is right now, got held up by Hartley and another person in qualifying. And in the S's, Sebastian Vettel spun in a horrible day for him. A very horrible day for him. A lot. He spun there, and that's where he ended his race. Also want to mention one league racing moment here today. A guy in another league, not going to mention the league because I don't know if I'm allowed to, Outback Steakhouse, well, oops, I just did. Oops. Alright. A guy named Rapid spun in this area, trying to hold off a guy named Jaboy MSU on older tires. It was the last lap of the race. He spun in the last lap and gave Jab, the other guy, the win. So either way, you got to be careful about a puncture here because you know how quick that can happen. If you're trying to pull something that happened in this league in season 2 with where you go from like lap 4 to lap 20 something or the end or whatever, try to go to the end and your set of tires, not always gonna work. It's happened to William Lawson before, it's happened to me, it's happened to Rapid. I mean, it's happened to Rapid here. So either way, you gotta really pay attention to your tires a lot, because a lot of people don't, and that messes their race up, and that could get you a puncture, and that's not what you want. You don't want to end your race with a puncture. You want to end your race with a podium or wherever your goal is to be in the league. Either way, we're getting ready for 5 red lights currently. The lights are about to go out. It is 3, 4, 5 red lights here in Mexico City. It is lights out. Phoenix kind of has a lot of wheel spin, but remember, the long run down to turn 1. V2 goes from 3rd and about to be 1st here. Look at the run down to turn 1. Look at the back of the grid. They are 5 wide here heading into turn 1 almost. Already crashing. Log death out of the race. Not sure how that's done, but we'll figure that out. Log death already left the session. Already out before turn 1. Phoenix JTS Chase already racing down toward turn 4 as a virtual safety car has happened. JTS Chase, not sure if he was ahead of Phoenix, but JTS Chase gaining 3 positions on the first lap. Irish gaining 5 now because LP Smoke has got a 5-second time penalty with a collision with Pinedale Jamie. Callum has gained 4 positions. Good job to these guys who gained many positions. Yeah, so JTS Chase, the driver behind Blaze Exposure, trying to beat Blaze Exposure here. Not sure what their plan is. If their plan is, alright, let's go earlier. Alright, let's take a risk, Whatever risk you're going to take, it better be a good one. We are going to get close to racing here once again. Oh, that is close between those two. As we are away and we are racing once again. JTS Chase right behind Blaze Exposure. That is probably what he wanted, but that's not what Blaze wanted. Irish Gamer from 16th all the way up to 11th already. Iron X, CRG pits here. But Irish Gamer behind 80. Irish Gamer could have won a lot of races in season 2, but didn't. And he was basically second to his teammate Phoenix or whatever all the time. I guess that's the way you could look at it. But Irish was still doing good and was still putting performances up and had great pace, but could never just be consistent a lot in that season, the season 2, when he was teammates with Phoenix Legend in that Toro Rosso. Iron X splits up, or I can't even say it. I'm not going to attempt it. Messes up a little bit, I should say. V2 behind this battle between Phoenix Legend and JTS. Really a train here, to be honest. It's like a long train. I mean, yeah, it is a train. So Phoenix behind JTS. Phoenix has got a time penalty for doing that. He just goes wide in that corner. So, not what Phoenix wanted. Definitely not good. Phoenix probably going to be unhappy with that. Maiden's got a time penalty for corner cutting here. Probably being later on the brakes. That's probably what it is. I'm not necessarily sure. But Irish Gamer up to 10th already. Past LP Smoke. We didn't really get to see that. But V2 here. Behind Phoenix Legend. Phoenix Legend behind GTS. 1.6 second gap for Blaze Exposure. Phoenix does mess up turn 1, but through turn 2, he does get more of a power off than V2. V2 is going to have a run down toward turn 4, but Phoenix is definitely going to stay ahead. It shouldn't be long till Iron X gets near Irish, as that might be Finn spun out. No, it is Maiden Rocks. I'm not sure where that is. Where? Oh, that is down toward the stadium section. And Maiden is spun out again. Maiden's trying to get that car straight. not much you can do about that. We shouldn't really talk about the sponsor of the car, though. Rich Energy. But the Haas team currently running 12th and 16th outside the points. Vivid right behind LP Smoke here. This is a battle for 11th. Irish Gamers right ahead. It shouldn't be long till Irish gets to Iron. Vivid trying to go inside of Smoke here. Side by side, wheel to wheel. Heading down towards the stadium section. The fans are going to see some great action here today. Blaze with another fast lap. Vivid has to back off. Iron X right behind the Jocko here. Chemistry right behind Callum. V2. Here he comes on Phoenix. Has better URA. Yes, he does. That's going to definitely help him there on the straight. V2 kind of cuts in front of Phoenix. But Phoenix with the dive in turn 1. That really did work. But V2's got a penalty now for corner cutting. Iron X by the Jocko. A little bit of contact here. Iron X side by side. Wheel to wheel. But here comes 80 behind. 80 2 seconds ahead of Irish. So Irish should have an advantage seeing these guys battle, but Iron X goes wide. 80's going to have a chance to pass him. Iron X about to get passed by 2 cars now. Off the corner, 80. Oof, well, that could have been close. But it's Irish 1.5 seconds behind Phoenix Legend. Yeah, so V2, JTS, and Blaze, not in that order, currently podium, though. Phoenix Legend, another 3-second time penalty. He's got to be careful about that at the beginning of Sector 3 by just running that curb or running just barely outside that track, or the track limits. Like right there, he runs just barely outside it and gets a warning for it, or a time penalty, and he shouldn't. It's unfair in the game. But I understand why that is in place, is because the whole France thing on 2018, where people kept going outside the track or whatever to cut the track, and yeah. Just search up TRL Limitless video of why France needs to be removed and you'll find it. Chemistry coming behind Callum. I don't know if it's going to rain for the full race, but we would like to see a dry up in the end. I'm sure about that. Chemistry still right behind Callum, heading down toward turn 4 now. 80 with a time penalty. So anyway, JTS 3.7 seconds behind Blaze, now 3.9. The gap is increasing of Blaze, you know, kind of gaining ahead. As someone has spun, it is Finn JBS. That is the exit of turn 3. A lot of people having trouble in the first sector. But that last sector with Maiden and a few others, they had trouble there too. So it's not the only place that people are having trouble. Phoenix having trouble getting penalties there. Finn running wide. But we don't want to skip the battle here. Callum and Chemistry and Jocko right here. 2 teammates in this battle. It's Ferrari versus Red Bull as we have to back off here very early for the corner as he does force him wide. Something's happened up here. I don't know what's happened. I thought something happened on the side, but Callum now in the top 5. Chemistry in the middle. This is a 5-car battle. Iron X is in this. Irish might get in this 0.7 seconds back. That probably won't help. The Jocko and Dr. Chemistry heading down toward turn 1. Those two battling a lot. So really, there's like 12 drivers in contention to be able to get the lead at one point because of the fact of pit stops. You know, thing is with pit stops and that, you know, people could stay out, do the overcut, people could do the undercut, but then again, it depends how you're using your tires. Then again, but Finn JBS has retired from the session. Let's see how. I don't really want to miss too much of the battle, but Finn, not sure if he's retired in the pit lane or what's happened, as I don't see any debris there. But yeah, Finn did retire in the pit lane or retired far off track. So either way, unlucky for Finn. I will, if you're asking though about interviews, if anybody is asking, I will do interviews either way. So we will figure out when there will be, but it'll probably, as we have a 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 car train here. Iron Axe really getting involved in this. Blaze Exposure setting another fast lap. Phoenix Legend getting closer to JTS. JTS getting closer to V2. JTS got passed with V2. We're not sure how that happened. Someone's going to pass someone on the straight. I could tell because watch. Iron Axe, he has better ERS. This is going to help him have the run down toward turn 180. Having the run down toward turn 1. A little bit of contact. 80 is going around. 80 is around. He's in front of traffic going around. He's got out of the way. He has done a phenomenal job doing that. Vivid and Irish Gamer. Irish Gamer has sent Vivid around. Irish Gamer has stopped there and backed it up. Thank God CRG was not close. But a lot of action here through the sector one. Now it's only a 3-car train. It's not really as well as it was. It's just 2 Red Bulls and a Ferrari. That's what it originally started off with. But really that virtual safety car kind of helped all that. Then again, we still could have had some great racing without the virtual safety car, which we still have great racing here. But still continuing to rain here. I don't see the conditions getting better at any time. LP Smoke through second time penalty. If it is, it's going to be the very end of the race. For sure. I don't see these conditions getting better to like the end of the race if it's not raining the full race. Blaze Exposure 8-second lead is contact between the Red Bull, moving the Ferrari out of the way. As Iron Axe inside of him. A risky move by Iron Axe, but it's going to make it work. Vivid's got a 3-second time penalty for corner cutting. Forgot to mention Blaze set a new fastest lap. But Iron Axe has better ERS. Jocko had an illegal overtake, I think. But here comes Iron Axe on that battle. Iron Axe going to pass 1, but will it be 2 cars this time? Remember, he lost positions to 2 cars earlier in the race. Jocko was one of them that he had lost it to. Iron Axe kind of forcing him wide there. Iron Axe with a time penalty. As either way, Jocko 3/10 behind him. Irish Gamer behind Vivid here. This is for 11th here. Not really many close battles, at least less than a second. So not really much you could really focus on here. Irish did get into Vivid earlier. Not sure what had happened there between those two. Maiden has spun again. This is in front of traffic, I think. Well, luckily he's able to get away with that. Maiden able to get that back going. Glad to see that. No DNF for him. Phoenix behind JTS Chase here. Jocko behind Iron Axe. It's got a lot closer between these two now. But Jocko saving that ERS. Iron Axe saving that ERS. That's great to do. Oh, as there is a car around somewhere. Maiden again. Maiden having trouble a lot during this race. Not sure what's happened to him. Maiden losing the power off the corner. He's spun it into the wall. Vivid would have got a 3-second time penalty for corner cutting. I could see where that would be. Let's watch Maiden. Yeah, Maiden just gets in the power too early. I don't know what he's doing. Yeah, he just gets in the power too early. He's got to be careful because there may be cars coming soon. I don't think there is. No, but it's good that he's not near cars. Spinning once again. Maiden's lost his front wing. 80's got a time penalty. Maiden's got to be careful because there is the leader coming through very soon here. Maiden's got to come to the pits right now because if he doesn't, he is going to be screwed. That's right there. Into the barrier. He breaks his whole front wing. That's definitely not good for Maiden. He's got to nurse it home to the pits here. But Phoenix behind JTS Chase here. Jocko behind Iron Axe. Iron Axe using that ERS. It's going to help him. I mean, it'll have him slide, but it'll help him. As Phoenix behind JTS Chase trying to gain as much of his advantage as he can. Going wide with that curb, but Phoenix is pitting. He's hit the pit board sign. No speeding for Phoenix, so Phoenix is the first pit stop we've seen that is a change of tires, at least that, you know, is in the front is in the front of the field. as we have a car around again. Not necessarily sure who that is. It might be just for a car being slow or debris. But Phoenix coming out of the pits right behind our Bureau Vivid, ahead of Irish Gamer, which that's what he wanted. We were expecting him to come out behind Vivid, but we weren't sure how close it was going to be. Luckily, Phoenix can maybe get his way around him. Vivid gonna let him go. Very smart move by Vivid. Not fighting him. He's on a different strategy than you. Very smart by Vivid. Pinedale Jamie with a 3-second time penalty. Either way, I would like to interview Finn. See if he's still in the game. Maiden has retired. We'll probably interview him first. Either way, we'll check penalties in a minute here, but we're going to interview Maiden Rocks. If he does join, hopefully he does. Hopefully he has time to join and talk about what had happened and him kept spinning out. Not really sure what happened to him there. But Maiden Rocks, make sure you include your audio and make sure you keep it PG. And tell us what happened. Okay, I think you can. I think it's already included then. But okay, yeah, check the stream. I've actually got the stream on. I could check. Okay, yeah, check the stream. I've actually got the stream on. Go ahead. Okay, yeah, check the stream. Go ahead. So, yeah. Want to say though, I don't know why Twitch is not including your audio. But if anybody doesn't know what it mean, well, I rather forgot to do the option or didn't show it, so I don't know. I'm still new to Twitch, so yeah, I'm kind of gotta figure that out. That's the only thing I missed, I think, hopefully. But Maiden just lost control. Yeah, Maiden basically lost control, if anybody does not know already. Maiden lost control and kind of really couldn't do much about it, and it was just his fault, I guess. Yeah, no downforce. Yeah, nothing you really can do in that situation. Right. Yeah, no, that's good. It was not in anybody's way, but talking about being in people's way, we got a battle here, and I'm not sure if anybody's being in people's way, but it is a good battle here. Alrighty, man. You enjoy your day. Thank you for your time. Yeah, good race. Alright, Callum and Chemistry battling. Chemistry getting by Callum. That's a little bit of contact. Iron X has to back off. Iron X, great reaction time by him to back off like that. That was impressive. Iron X just letting these two battle, waiting for a spot to open. Phoenix Legend did get to 8th. As 80, I'm pretty sure, did pit. Yeah, so party audio is not included for some reason. I gotta figure that out next time I stream. Party audio is included with me, obviously, but I'll have to figure that out. Iron X has hit the back of Callum. Callum probably is not gonna be too happy with that. Callum, we'll see how those two race. But either way, Callum now behind Chemistry. And Callum in 5th. But Callum is pitting, so either way, that should help out Iron X here. And get some clean air. Because, you know, I've noticed myself, that is kind of a big thing in F1 2019 when you have equal pace as someone. It is a big thing. Or around the same pace. It is a big thing. It's happened before. It happens a lot. But Callum, where is he going to come out? Is he going to come out in front of Irish? No, he's not. But he should come out in front of his teammate here. He should. He's going to be very close. He's going to try to get the slipstream. Very smart move by the teammates. Here comes the Jocko on Callum. This is for a point right now. But Callum did come out behind Phoenix. So Phoenix is 7th. Phoenix should probably be in a podium position once this ends. but they should probably be going for a 2-stop. I'm not necessarily sure, but yeah. Got this cool angle. Oh, great. Yeah, I'm just trying to get some thumbnails or whatever. That's all. If URA wants me to get any thumbnails, there you go. Yeah, so speaking of strategy, let's look at people's. So Phoenix is the highest person up with a stop or pitting. Vivid and Irish yet to pit. They're gonna try to go longer, or maybe halfway. We'll see. And cars still on the same lap. 13 cars still on the same lap. So yeah, out of the race is Maiden, Finn, and Death. The Jocko has got a time penalty. Now, it is a 3-car train here, so this battle should get interesting. 80 probably having the worst ERS out of all of them. That's not going to help in a situation like that. But the Jocko does have around equal ERS as Callum, but Callum is trying to catch Irish, who is currently in front of him, yet to pit. Just want to talk about real F1 for a second. We'll see how the Italian Grand Prix goes this weekend. And we'll see when we come to Mexico for real life F1. See how that goes. Because right now it's providing a decent race. Wish there was more battles, but you can't really always expect that. You know, you got to expect at least some battles. You can't just expect, oh, we're going to have a battle like every second. You know, you can't just expect that. So, either way, the two Red Bull teammates, 10th and 11th, battling for position. Or jockeying for position. I don't know. Either way, Callum ahead of Jocko. Callum kind of exceeding track limits. Let's look at some penalties now from the top 4. Blaze has got 2 warnings here. V2 has got 2 penalties. And JTS only has 2 warnings. So either way, the top 3 has that much. I'm going to look at Dr. Chemistry right now. Chemistry, only 2 warnings. So either way, for those guys, not really many penalties or warnings for those guys. I mean, there's still a decent amount, which it's easy to get some here, but either way, not many. As we have a car on the wall, it's Pinedale Jamie. He's got to be careful because Blaze Exposure is coming through that section now. He's lost his left side front wing, but for us it's the right side, so yeah. He has lost that part of the front wing, so either way, that's not really good. He's going to have to pit. And that's what I think he's doing. No, he's not. He's staying out. He is staying out. So, Blaze Exposure is coming up on him. V2 about to lap his teammate. Pierre Gasly and maybe Max Verstappen all over again, lapping teammates. But either way, V2, 11 seconds behind him. Blaze Exposure. But very far ahead of his teammate, for sure. As 3-car battle once again, Jocko and Callum currently battling for the 10th position. Callum coming up on Irish here. Callum's going to get to Irish soon. But these teammates have just got to work together, get to him at the right time. And once they get him, they just got to follow each other through. Is Irish still in the session as he has an X on his name? I'm not completely sure if he's still in the session, but we better hope he is. Jocko behind Callum. No DRS in the rain, but they have literally around the same ERS here. But Slipstream is going to help here as Jocko heading down toward turn 1 on Callum. Side by side, wheel to wheel. Callum having the advantage currently, but through this corner, there's a little bit of contact. That's going to allow 80 to get by, or maybe to get close to him. And definitely has got close to him for sure now, heading down toward turn 4. Jocko behind Callum currently. 80 trying to get by Jocko. This is for 10th, 11th, 12th. And also technically 9th because they are coming up on Irish Gamer. JTS Chase has got his first penalty of the race. V2 heading for intermediate tires. So yeah, JTS Chase still staying out. Dr. Chemistry, let's see what he's doing. Once pit stops are done, I want to run down the order, kind of like other sports do, like NASCAR. They run down the order and talk about every driver and their situation. Iron X has overtaken V2 coming out of the pit lane, but Iron X yet to pit. So V2 didn't come out far behind, but he is ahead of Phoenix. I don't know if he's going to take advantage here. But let's run through the order. Blaze Exposure started first and is currently running first. He could win from pole here today. JTS Chase 22 seconds behind. JTS Chase yet to pit and gained 3 positions since the start. Dr. Chemistry third, gained 4 positions since the start. Iron X gained 4. V2 has lost 2 considering his pit stop, but he did start third and is charging hard on Iron X. LP Smoke ahead of Phoenix, running 6th. He gained 5 positions today so far. Phoenix lost 5, even though he did start 2nd, and pit stop cycles still have to go through. He is 7th. RBL Vivid 8th currently, 12.7 seconds behind him. Spun earlier in the race off of Irish Gamer, or at least was near him, and jinxed him. Callum ahead of Jocko, his teammate, 9th currently for the Irish driver. And then Jocko 10th right now. The last man in the points. 80, 11th in the Alfa Romeo. Irish 12th in the Racing Point. As Irish did get passed, so we did not get to see that, as Callum did get passed by Jocko. CRG 13th and Pinedale Jamie 14th. So that's kind of a recap, as a 4-car train right here for the 9th position. Either way, Callum behind Jocko. Better ERS, which is going to help out, but I'm not sure if that's going to make a big difference. 6/10 to, yeah, it's helping, but it's not helping a lot. Iron X does let Phoenix by, I think. I don't really get to see it, so Iron X gets passed by Phoenix. Iron X has been holding a 6th to 7th around the whole race, 8th around there. He's been holding a decent position the whole race, so very, very good by Iron X. LP Smoke against Iron X at this time for the 6th position. '80 currently behind Callum. '80 doesn't really have as much ERS as him, but be honest, Callum has the best ERS out of him, so Callum has the advantage when it comes to this. But it's all about 70 ERS, to be honest. It all matters like that. Has 5 ERS trying to gain him. That's when you can tell he's in AI mode. Or, yeah. As V2 Combat's time, Vivid sliding. Dr. Chemistry and GTS pits. I am going to head to the bathroom because I've really got to go. So I am going to apologize for that. Either way, not many positions have changed here, but Blaze Exposure is pitting and still comes out in the lead over V2 Combat. So either way, that's definitely good for Blaze because he's been dominating this race. I think he's led every lap, if I'm not mistaken. So good job by him. I'm very shocked. You don't really see many people lead every lap in this league because it's a very competitive league. But 80 on Callum here. 80 getting close. Callum getting close to Jocko. Jocko getting close to chemistry. CRG has a penalty. So the podium has returned back to its original positions from where it was earlier. Except Phoenix did get by JTS. Not sure if that was earlier, but either way, Phoenix was by JTS as there was a car round. Phoenix Legend, a 3-second time penalty. Lapping Pinedale Jamie this time. Didn't really have the best entry in the corner, but yeah, it could have been better. So yeah, the closest battle on the track is 80 and Callum. Currently, this is for 7th position. And Callum, if I'm not mistaken, yeah, he has gained 2 positions. Irish Gamer not gained as many positions as he thought he would have, but it is in the wet, so I'm not shocked about that. It is hard to gain positions in the wet. So yeah, let's talk about Phoenix for a second. Phoenix had started in the 2nd position, fell back behind GTS Chase, was originally 4th, and then gained back to 3rd. So Phoenix Legend, he's had a consistent race. A lot of other people have had consistent races, but then again, you know, yeah. AD and Callum once again battling here for the 7th position. Jocko kind of really gaining an advantage ahead, and kind of really, you know, Callum really losing time, but Blaze has set another fast lap time, fastest time actually. Pinedale Jamie might have spun. Not really sure. We didn't get to see it, so Iron X has got a penalty. Yeah, so CRG behind Irish. Let's see if we can get by him. That is an AI, I'm pretty sure, so he's got to be very careful. He's got to go a different line. That is smart. Oh, he's moving under braking. Blaze Exposure has got his first time penalty of the race. So, that is good for people who need to gain an advantage on him. But obviously, they don't want to win that, right? They don't want to win by a time penalty. Because back in Season 1 of this league, Phoenix Legend got the win on track, but John won the race, and Phoenix Legend got demoted back to 3rd. So either way, you don't want to see a time penalty. You want to see them win on track. As Pinedale Jamie's AI. Oh my goodness. That costed Jocko. And look at Callum. Callum's gained on him. And look at Callum could possibly pass him. The 2 seconds ahead Jocko was. But now Callum's right on his rear end and gaining on his gearbox. That's going to allow 80 to pass both of them. My goodness. Jocko's got to be fuming. And look at Iron Axe is in this battle. It's a 4-car battle now. It was originally a 2-car battle from Callum back on. But now it's a 4-car battle for the 6th position through 9th. Wow. The Jocko has to pit. He got damage from Pinedale Jamie's AI. Oh boy. So Callum has got passed by Iron Axe. Either way, that's gonna help Iron X because he was there originally, earlier in the race. But everybody in this race has stopped. And either way, everyone has been pissed up as CRG is going to go inside of Irish Gamer. Probably as AI. But here comes Vivid on Irish. Remember, Vivid got spun early in this race, in that section, so not really going to help him. Just going back to the front of the field, JTS Chase. I don't know if he's gaining on Phoenix, but it looked like he was for second. He is kind of staying even. A lot of drivers stay even with him. Or stay even with each other. They don't really gain much. But Phoenix's tires, are they going to last to the end? That's my question. A lot of people's fuel is kind of messed up. Vivid trying to get back by Irish Gamers, AI. I always get the two Racing Point drivers mixed up. If it's Irish, it's, you know, Iron. But if it's Iron, it's Irish. Vivid kind of moving twice there. More that was is AI. At least Irish is. So either way, you see wing damage earlier in that place. I believe that was because of Mate. I'm not necessarily sure. Either way, Irish Gamer down to 13th. And Iron X close to 80 now. Either way, Vivid and Irish are close to each other, but Vivid is closer to CRG. Let's see this battle. This is for 11th. This is not for a point, but this could be if someone DNFs. 80, a time penalty. Phoenix pits. Phoenix knew he's not going to be able to make it to the end. He could have got a puncture like William Lawson did, or Rapid, you know. He basically could have had a bad mistake there by doing what he did. Now, because audio is not included, I'm not going to get a post-race interview. But, yeah. Either way, 80 has pitted. 80 knew he won't make it. So, either way, with how he's coming out, Jocko could pass him, but Jocko's got a lap car of Pinedale Jamie. Oh boy, that could have been close. So, 13 drivers still in the same up the leader. It could get bad for Blaze Exposure because the Irish is here on the left, or is AI is there, one of the two. That could get bad, as here goes Vivid on CRG. Vivid is by CRG, but CRG is going to challenge heading into turn 1. Ho, 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 wow. You know that could have been bad. So, Vivid ahead of CRG. So, I want to mention something about the racing community and racing in real life in F1. Currently, Phoenix behind Dr. Chemistry, gaining on him. Got better tires, obviously. I want to find this, because I found this on Instagram. It was a tweet, though, someone put on their story. It's one of the accounts I follow. I want to look, because it was about the Formula 3 driver today that, if you have not seen the accident, I don't care if you do, it's up to you, but let's just say he clipped a curb because he was running wide and going flying like hugely in the air and going into the catch fence. Let me check what it said about him. So yeah, a broken vertebrae it was as a result of the crash. So 2 drivers injured in the last 7 days, or actually 8 kind of. So yeah. So anybody wondering about real life F1, as Phoenix has got by Dr. Chemistry, Jocko and Callum are close again to each other. Anybody wondering about Vettel and Hulkenberg. No further action for Vettel leaving the track. No further action for Hulkenberg leaving the track. So no further action for the FIA. Right there. Smart or bad decision by the FIA. It's your decision. Or your opinion, I should say, of what you think about that, though. But anybody wanting for real life F1, that's what's going on. So, anybody who's watched qualifying or knows about qualifying, that's what's going on. People probably wouldn't have found about that until later on. So, yeah. Either way, Jocko does run wide there, trying to catch Callum. We're entering the final 10 laps of this race, as Blaze getting by Irish Gamer's AI. So now 12 drivers on the same lap. He's going to get close to CRG, his teammate. He may lap his teammate. CRG's in a battle with Vivid. Jocko is in a battle with Callum. Jocko could go a lap down. Jocko's got better URAs. It's not going to help much, but it's still going to help a little bit to gain a little bit on the straight. So, anybody still wondering, Sainz and Stroll still under investigation for what they've done in qualifying. Callum has left the session. Not sure what happened there, but Vivid is gonna gain. Either way, the next car for Blaze to lap is CRG. Let's see if he's going to be the same camera shock. Yes, he is. Wow. So, CRG, you know, because they're teammates, he'll definitely yield. But he cuts the corner there, trying to gain a Vivid. So, I'm sure Vivid will go a lap down by the end of this race. And I'm sure CRG will too, as they're in the same straightaway as each other. Yeah, so either way, very close between these two. The closest battle on the track, at least for right now. So, yeah, right now it's Blaze V2. JTS now on podium. Phoenix Chemistry, they're running out the top 5. Phoenix had to pit due to him not going to make it the rest of the race. But Phoenix still could gain time on JTS. But I don't think he has enough time, though. That's the thing. CRG in that same camera shot as Blaze Exposure. Yeah, so CRG does let Blaze by. So he's gonna gain on Vivid now, and gonna be able to lap him. Yeah, so now that's still the closest battle on track. But Blaze just put on a dominant performance today. I don't know what else you could say about that one, because he has led every lap today. I don't even know if anybody's led every lap in URA before, but at least in Tier 1. But we'll see. If anybody does not know, there is no longer a Tier 2 currently. We're still looking for drivers to maybe set up a Tier 2 in the future, whatever happens, but URA is shut down as Tier 2 for right now. That's what's happened. Yeah, so Blaze Exposure getting lit by Vivid. That could have been close for sure. But CRG is going to gain on him now, considering how much Vivid had to back off. So still, once again, the closest battle on track. But there's not really going to be a pass here, unless it's because of penalties. Let's look at these two penalties. CRG, he has 1, 2, or actually more than 1, 2. 2 penalties. Vivid has 2 penalties. So either way, if one of them get another warning, they could have a penalty, which Iron X does get a penalty there. So CRG's got to hope for Vivid to have a penalty or run out of fuel or some crazy stuff to happen. Next car for Blaze is Callum, which you never really get to see Callum ever get lapped. That's kind of weird to see right now. But Blaze coming to 6 laps to go, this time by race. Hard to know what to talk about because, you know, not really much going on, but either way, Blaze got to find something to talk about. Yeah, so right now here are the current running order. Blaze, V2, JTS, Phoenix, Dr. Chemistry, Iron X, Smoke, 80, Jocko, Callum. That's the points. But people outside the points that are in Callum, just let them by. Vivid, CRG, Irish, and Pinedale Jamie. 9 drivers still on the lead lap. He could catch Jocko, but I don't think he will, unless he makes a mistake. But we'll see what happens. Either way, I'm not necessarily sure standings or what's going on, so we'll have to see. So, yeah, Vivid is getting closer to Callum. Callum has left, so this is for a point. Vivid trying to get a point in URA. So, I mean, I'll talk about me getting a point in URA for the first time. My first point was at Brazil. It was only because, you know, this guy named Leon Miner, which nobody remembers him. Maybe people like 80 and Phoenix and Maiden might remember him. As here comes Vivid on Callum's AI. Does pass him. Yeah. Nobody really... Oh, he spun him. He has spun him. As guess what? CRG may have lost front wing, but... Or someone did. But CRG's going to gain on him and can get 11th now. Vivid is led by there for 10th. Leon Miner. He had got disqualified. Because this was back when it was Justin, H2O's league. He got disqualified. And because of... You know, H2O were like Nathan Aiken at the time. Well, let's just say Nathan Aiken got promoted up to a few positions or whatever from where he DNF'd because he got DNF'd by him, or Nathan turned right and whatever it was. Nathan Aiken got promoted up into the points or whatever, or higher up, or where he was going to finish. And Leon Miner got put down and disqualified. So that got me my first point in URA. So that was kind of weird, I'll be honest with that. Callum, let's see if he has any time penalties. Callum, he has 3 seconds, but Vivid needs to get 3 seconds on him, which who knows if that'll happen. But CRG is going to go down the inside of Callum. That is for 11th position. CRG is ahead of Callum. So yeah, a 20-second gap right now for the win. That is kind of crazy right now. I'll tell you that. $20 seconds separating V2 and Blaze. So JTS 24 seconds behind him. Phoenix 4 seconds. Chemistry 4 seconds. Iron X 3.9. Smoke 13. ADL 7. Jocko 3 and Vivid 13. So Callum still behind CRG, even though Callum is an AI, so not much you can't really do about an AI, at least with on the racetrack. Either way, CRG still trying to catch Vivid. Vivid does get a 5 or 3 second time penalty. CRG could have a chance, but right there, losing the back end will not give him a chance. As Callum's AI, I don't know what to say, but Callum's AI is wow. Either way, Callum's AI is gonna get caught by Irish Gamer here. It's gonna be a battle between AIs. Yeah, so Callum's AI made a move heading into the S's, and CRG was on the outside, and they just spun there. But CRG losing a lot of grip here, gains, but then loses time. So 3 laps to go. Blaze hits 3 laps to go. Pinedale Jamie has a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. And it obviously exceeded check limits. Or corner cutting, same thing. Obviously, if you go wide at Italy on the final corner and get 4 tires off the track, your lap is invalid. Well, a lot of people didn't realize that, and people like Lando Norris and others got their lap time deleted. Well, if that was the thing where you had the host or whatever, or the person like race control delete times or whatever, that would actually be kind of cool. But, you know, we don't have that, and, you know, yeah. Because we saw someone go wide or do that. But 80's got a 3-second time penalty. Now, 80's going to get caught by Jocko. But let's find out. Jocko, 2 penalties. 80, 2, 3, 4, 5 penalties. So 80 could possibly go down to possibly 10th or 9th. Blaze exposure coming through the stadium section. Still going to rain. Blaze coming to 2 laps to go. I have to quickly do something, so I'm going to be back. I know it's not the best time to, but I'll try to be quick. But Blaze Exposure is coming to the final lap, this time by final lap for Blaze Exposure. No flag for the last lap in F1, unlike NASCAR. But either way, Blaze Exposure, a dominating performance. Look at that. 22 seconds. Blaze hits the turn 2, turn 3 area. V2's just coming out of the final corner. Incredible. So, Smoke has got a time penalty. That could possibly cost him finishing ahead of Jocko because 80 has a lot of penalties. Not sure how many of those guys have, but either way, there is a yellow flag. Pinedale has spawned. Pinedale, I don't know if he still has his front wing, but Jamie still hanging on here. Trying to finish the race. A few laps down, but finishing is what matters, I guess. As there is a spin somewhere. Not sure where the spin is. There's a lot of... Oh, Phoenix Legend and JTS Chase right now heading down the front straightaway. This is on the last lap of the race. Phoenix Legend gets by for a podium position, but contact again in turn 1 may cost that, but it's going to depend on penalties for sure. We're going to check what's going to happen. But Blaze coming into the final part of the section. Let's watch JTS and Phoenix. Nothing really going to happen here. But Blaze Exposure, a dominating performance today. He is currently trying to set a fast lap. Fastest lap. Will Blaze do it? But Blaze wins the race and sets the fastest lap on the last lap. Good job to Blaze for winning today's race at Mexico City. He earned it. He dominated. Did all he needed to win the race. JTS Chase, Phoenix Legend. It's going to matter off of penalties if who gets this battle. Cars sliding, slipping. CRG could possibly lose 11th. Right here. CRG slid around in front of Callum. And in front of Irish. Irish has to back up. Could this cost anyone coming into this section, the stadium section? Phoenix ahead of JTS Chase, but will penalties matter here? Phoenix has got a bunch of Stupid penalties. So this might matter. But Phoenix, will there still be a track block in the front corner? There is, but Phoenix Legend gets by it. Phoenix Legend will finish third on track. Not sure if it will stay, but let's see. JTS Chase goes to third due to Phoenix Legend's penalties. JTS Chase is on podium today for the first time, I think, in URA. V2 finishes second. Chemistry finishes fifth. Smoke, will he be ahead of 80 though? Smoke has had a decent amount of penalties. Ferrari can finish 5th and 6th if they just get the job done here. Vivid ahead of Irish and Callum and CRG. Smoke ahead of 80, but is 80 ahead of Jocko? Jocko is ahead of 80. Iron Axe, he will finish 9th automatically. Iron Axe, another time penalty. A hard-fought finish and a hard-fought battle all day on track between a lot of drivers. Phoenix being one of them, JTS Chase being one of them, Iron Axe, 80, Jocko, Callum. I could keep naming them, but no, I'm not gonna. Off the front corner, Iron Axe finishes 9th. Now, I'm gonna turn back on the stream on my phone. If someone could tell me or show me how to end stream when I have a chance, that'd be greatly appreciated. Yeah, so on the podium, Blaze Exposure ahead of V2 and ahead of JTS Chase. Great day for those guys, but in the end, the right man won. So, Blaze won the race. JTS second. Or no, V2 second, JTS third. And look at Iron Axe's penalties. 26 seconds of penalties. My goodness. People have had 15 already, but is there anyone who didn't get a penalty? Irish didn't get a penalty. Irish the only one, but he had his AI still left in the race, so I'm not really sure if he'll get a DNR or Callum will, but CRG could possibly finish 11th, and who knows what could happen. JTS Chase asking about interviews. GTS Chase, the thing about interviews is the fact audio is not included here for some reason. I don't know why it was like that, but I'll have to figure that out before that should be good. So I won't be doing any interviews, but if anyone could teach me how to end the stream here, that would be nice. Yeah. So I want to figure out if anyone can tell me how to end the stream. A lot of drivers said that was well dominated by Blaze. It really was. And everybody glad about that. So yeah, I'm gonna go to Twitch and press stop streaming. I'm not really gonna do any interviews this week, but I will plan on doing them next week. So I'm gonna go to Twitch and end this. I'd like to thank everybody for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the stream for sure.